Hey, what's going on, Aaron? Here, hope you're doing well. If you're watching this video right now, you might be checking out Google Books, okay? And maybe you're wondering, can you really make money with Google Books? Is it legit? Is it a scam? How does this work? Is it very easy? Is it very difficult, right? Let's check it all out, okay? Anytime if you want to get my favorite way to get to $10,000 a month or more, 100% from home, just click the link all the way at the bottom and I'll share with you my favorite strategy. Now, on this channel, I have reviewed literally hundreds and hundreds of different ways to make money online, all sorts of different business models, websites, programs, software, apps, things like that. I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. So let's check out Google Books to find out whether this is a good way for you to make some extra money online, or is it a big waste of time, right? Let's check it out. Now, Google obviously is 100% legit. It doesn't need an introduction, but Google Books does a little bit, especially if you've been, seeing some information about it on YouTube. Maybe you heard about it from a friend and you're like, can I just write ebooks? Can I use AI just to write ebooks and make money by selling these ebooks on Google Books, right? This is a great question, okay? Now, Google Books is basically a digital platform for selling ebooks. It's Google's ebook library, right? So if you come to the to play.google.com/books, you're gonna basically find the website that you can start uploading Google Books. All right, so it's available in 75 plus countries. I'll show you the countries in a minute. 3+ billion Android devices that are, these are the active people that are using Android devices. It doesn't mean that they're all into ebooks, but there are quite a lot of people that are interested in reading ebooks on their phone. Okay, so let me just scroll down, and this is kind of how it works, right? When you partner with Google Books, the way it works is you just create an account. It'll take a few minutes. I'll show you how. You can publish your content, and this is the most, one of the most difficult parts, okay? You have to publish your book, all right? Upload your content, set your prices, and select the countries you want to sell in just a few clicks, okay? They make it sound very easy, but let's talk about how easy this really is. And then you promote your books. This is actually really the core of where you will make money or not. All right, how do you promote your books? What's your promotional strategy? We'll talk all about that in a second, and then you can start earning money. All right, so the nice thing is that the revenue is really good. Okay, 70% revenue that you will make. They keep about 30%. So, for example, if your book is $20, okay, so $20 times 70%, you will make about $14 per book. If you charge a little bit less, $15, $10, then you just do the math, you earn 70% of that, which is pretty good, all right? But you're gonna have to sell a lot of books because books aren't that expensive, they're quite cheap, okay? Now, let's talk about how this really works, right? And, can you really make money from this? Because there are a lot of YouTubers out there making videos saying that you can earn, $300, $400, $500 a day from selling books on Google Books, right? And that's the reason why I decided to do this review today. Is that real? Is it actually realistic to be able to start making $300 to $500 a day, within a few days of starting Google Books? We're going to check that out, okay? Now, before we do that, I'm going to show you how to sign in. So you just click on Get Started at the top, right? You're going to come right here. You would click on Self-Published Author, all right? And then I just want to show you the countries, okay? So there are quite a lot of countries that you can be in. You can see all these here, all of the big ones, a lot of the big English speaking countries, a lot of the European countries, some of the big Asian countries as well. You're able to sign up here, so quite a good list of countries right here. Not everybody can sign up, unfortunately, but you can come here and check it out just to find out whether you are able to sign up here. All right, now let's talk a little bit before I show you, how much money you can make, about what people are saying about Google Books and how easy is it to really make money here, okay? So essentially all you're doing, right, and I'm gonna go to the library so that you can have a look at it. This is what Google Books would look like, okay? So if you're somebody that wants to search for books on Google, you would come to the Google Books library, right? And you're going to see that, there's a whole bunch of different categories: business, children, classics, computing, education, right? And so people can write books and upload them here, all right? And when people find them, you could, for example, come here, let's just say size matters. I'm just going to go into this book right here. And then I could either, there'll be a purchase link on the left-hand side, okay? Get print book or whatever, and there'll usually be a price point. That's basically how you purchase it. You download it onto your Android. You can download it onto your, your iPad or whatever it is, and then you can read the book that way, okay? Now, what a lot of YouTubers are doing is they're creating content, And they're making it sound like it's super duper easy for anybody to get started with Google Books and start making $300 to $500 a day. All right, so this is what they're saying. They're saying that you can just come here and very quickly you can just use AI. Okay, you can use ChatGPT or other AI software to write the entire book for you, so you don't have to put in any work, right? It'll just write the whole book, and you can use things like Google Trends to research some trendy topics, and then you can write a book on those trendy topics, and then you're gonna make tons of money. You upload your book here, you create your free Google Books account, and then you're gonna start making $300 to $500 a day, okay? Now, I just wanna be very, very clear, right? On this channel, I have reviewed literally hundreds and hundreds of different methods to make money online. I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. I've also invested a lot of my own money. So I can tell you for sure, right, that trying to use AI to make $300 to $500 a day on Google Books is going to be a fool's errand, okay? A lot of these YouTubers make it sound like it's super easy for you to do that when actually it's not, all right? It's not that you can't make money from Google Books. You can, but you're not going to be able to do it using AI. It's not gonna write the entire book for you. You can't just research trendy topics right now and then create a book and upload it and you're going to start making money instantly, because that's not how Google Books works, okay? There are a lot of flaws in that theory, and you'll see a lot of YouTubers talking about it, right? But let me just be very, very clear, okay? Most of these YouTubers don't actually make any money using the strategies that they're talking about inside of YouTube and Google Books, all right? What they're doing is they're just creating a video and they're using a lot of clickbait. And the reason why they're teaching you the strategy is because they make money from the YouTube platform for ad revenue, okay? So the more views that video has, the more money that they will make from ad revenue directly from YouTube. But they're not actually creating any books on Google, all right? Because if they were, they wouldn't be creating these videos and they wouldn't show you their strategy, because it doesn't incentivize them at all for them to just show you how to do it step by step, all right? By the way, a lot of these videos don't show you how to do it step by step. It looks like it, but they leave out a lot of very, very important details, okay? Like, for example, most AI software will not be able to write you an entire ebook. Now, ChatGPT is very powerful, don't get me wrong, and you can get some great ideas. It can write you kind of a nice outline and things like that, but it's not going to write you an entire book. I've tried, okay? I've tried because I wanted to test it out myself, right? ChatGPT will only write you a certain amount of pages. You cannot ask it to write you a 10,000 word or 20,000 word ebook. It just won't do that. It'll give you like a nice summary, but there are limits to it, okay? And obviously that's done on purpose. They don't want to allow you to be able to just, go ahead and write an entire ebook from start to finish. It's just not possible, right? So it can write you a tiny little short ebook, but a short ebook is not going to sell well on Google Books, okay? And so it's not possible for you to even do that. Also, if you're just looking at trends, remember that trends has to do with news and what's going on currently. But in terms of evergreen strategies, a trending topic isn't going to necessarily do that well on Google Books. Now, another thing that the YouTubers don't talk about, which you have to understand about the way that platforms like this works, is just because you write an ebook and you upload it on Google Books doesn't mean that it's going to sell. Okay, now I'm going to come back here where this is a very, very important part of understanding how making money online works. Promoting whatever you're selling online is actually the most important part of making money. So it doesn't matter how amazing your book is. If you wrote the most amazing book in the world, but you didn't understand how to promote it properly, then you're not going to make any sales. You'll make zero sales. The other thing that you have to understand is that when you look at the Google Books library here, you have to understand that there's a limited amount of space on the Google Books library section, right? So even if you have an amazing book but you don't understand how to promote it, people are never going to find it. It's like looking for a needle in a haystack. I mean, there's so little listing space on here, right? So what are the chances that someone is going to find your book even if you wrote an amazing book? It's actually, the chances are very slim. So how do you actually make money on this? Well, it's not about uploading one book. You have to upload a lot of books over a long period of time. And the better you write your books, the more people will follow you, the more reviews they're going to leave on your books, the better reputation that you're going to have, and then people will continue to buy more of the books that you write over time. And that's how you really make money on this platform, okay? So there are no shortcuts to this, unfortunately, right? Unfortunately, the YouTubers want to make it seem like you can use this strategy and that strategy, you can use AI, and then you can just use, Google research trends, and then you can upload, lots of books on here, and you're gonna make instantly $300 to $500 a day. But I'm sorry, but that is not possible. Okay, now it is possible to make money with Google Books, right? But you have to understand a few things. Number one, it's going to take time. Number two, it will require a lot of hard work. Number three, you're not going to be able to use AI to write the book from A to Z, right? It's going to help you to lay things out. You can use it to give you some great ideas. It can write like a skeleton of the ebook, but it's not going to be able to write you, a 1,000 page, a thick ebook, right? It just won't do that because the capabilities of these AI software is not quite there yet. All right, so don't rely on AI. If you want to do this, you have to be willing to write the book yourself, which requires a lot of effort. Unfortunately, that's just the way it works, right? You just have to have the proper expectations when coming into this strategy, okay? And just don't believe everything that you watch on YouTube, because a lot of these YouTubers, they're not teaching you a strategy that really works. They're just creating videos because they get views and they get paid ad revenue directly by YouTube, and that's really their incentive. It's not really to teach you real stuff. So a lot of them aren't really telling the truth, unfortunately, all right? So just take what they say with a pinch of salt, because that's just the way the game works, unfortunately, all right? So I think Google Books is great. It's just you have to come in with the right expectations, right? You can make some money here, but you have to understand that you're going to have to write a lot of books. It's going to take a long time, and this is the long game. All right, you can't take shortcuts. AI is not going to write the whole book for you. You got to do the marketing. You have to learn this properly, and this will be very, very time consuming. But sure, it's a legit platform. They do pay out some good commissions right here, but it's not as simple as the YouTubers, make it seem to be. And I just want to be very, very clear on that. Okay, so if after understanding all that, you still want to write ebooks, I think that you have to be very interested in writing. If you're thinking that you could use AI to do this, you can't. Okay, it's just not good. It's not realistic to think that you can do that. You have to be willing to write a whole ebook and do a lot of them, and really learn to master this particular platform so that you can build a good reputation. And over time, you may start to see some income come in. All right, will it be as much as $300 to $500 a day? Maybe. But that will take years, all right? It will take a long time before you make that kind of money. It's not going to happen in the first week like some of these YouTubers talk about. So just be careful about the advice that you're getting from some of them. That's all, okay? The right expectations is very important when it comes to making money online. But if you want to check it out, it's just play.google.com/books and enjoy writing books if this is the way that you want to make money online, all right? Now, if you're here watching this video right now, maybe you are looking for a way to make big money online. You don't know how. Maybe you came across Google Books and you were just curious, right? Maybe you saw a video on YouTube and you just want to verify the information. On this channel, I have reviewed, like I mentioned, hundreds and hundreds of different ways to make money online. I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. I've tested a lot of these strategies myself. I put in a lot of money into a lot of these strategies, testing them. And out of all of them, there was one strategy that I used in 2019 to quit my job 100%. I 5 times my old corporate income. I work 100% from home. I think that this is a great strategy for a beginner, especially someone who's never made a cent online, okay? If you're interested in doing that, just click the link all the way below. And I've got a free masterclass that you can check out, and you can just replicate what I'm doing if you would like. All right, I hope you enjoyed this review of Google Books. I wish you all the best, and I will see you on another video review. Take care.